The things people do for love are so crazy to me. I mean, I consider myself a hopeless romantic and all, but can we just take a second and talk about this whole 90 Day Fiance show? I mean, this show makes me so sad. It really makes me so sad. So today I just want to share my thoughts with you on this whole 90 Day Fiance show. Okay, let's go.
Oh shit! Woo!
So a few friends of mine have expressed on multiple occasions their addiction and obsession with the show. So I finally caved, finally decided to give it a shot and try it out. And I was told to watch the Before the 90 Days series first. I didn't realize there was so many different series or seasons of this show. It's crazy how many different. It's so confusing. Anyway, so I was told to watch that, and since season 3 was the last one that I saw, it was the most recent one. I think there's another one after that. Who knows? On Hulu, so I decided to start there. And first of all, these damn episodes are like an hour and a half. And for those who know me, know that I don't watch TV a lot, and I don't really watch a whole lot of movies. So if you've seen a movie and you've asked me about it, chances are I probably haven't seen it. But I'm a little upset at this point because I'm like, man, these episodes are so damn long, and I just mentally prepared and committed myself to watching a full episode. So here we are, and I'm about to watch this show, and that's an hour and a half. That's a movie. So here we go. Immediately, I kid you not, immediately, first episode, I'm already calling bullshit in half these relationships. Call it trust issues or whatever, but I don't believe any of these relationships are going to work, and I'll tell you why shortly. But for the record, I'm not saying that long distance relationships don't work. I believe they can work so long as both parties are open and honest and communicative with each other, right? It just takes a little bit more work and a little bit more effort, but I do believe they can work. This show is so crazy. Like, meeting people for the first time from across the world after meeting on an international dating site or app. It's just so crazy to me. I'm not saying that it absolutely won't work, but I swear every relationship, there's like one of them is always in a different position than the other one. Like, one is further ahead in the relationship than the other. I mean, you got one lady, I don't remember her name, like I think it's Darcy or something, for those of you who've actually seen the show. She's like going to London to meet the love of her life, and she's like dropping very blunt and not so subtle jokes and hints about marriage, right? While the guy is like, I like this girl, but I want to see where it goes. I want to see if we vibe and connect well. Which, like, in my opinion, that's the way it should be. Before jumping into anything super serious like marriage. This girl is just all about it, thinking that they're on the same page when it's very obvious that they're not. I mean, you're meeting for the first time in person, so like, wouldn't you want to just see if it meshes well and you connect well in person? I feel like that's the way it should be, but not on this show. These people are just living large and in charge and fantasy fairy tale world. Another dude is spending all of his like hard-earned money on this girl. Like, he's this this show stresses me out so much. So yeah, he like sends her $800 a month or something like that. And he's not rich by any means. Like, he is doing his best because he feels like this is going in the right direction. This girl's young. He's a little bit older. He's like borrowing money from his boss that he doesn't have. So he's like being loaned money in order to send her money because they're trying to meet in Mexico. But she keeps coming up with excuses left and right. Like, they were supposed to meet in Mexico, and last minute she's like, oh, it's my mom's birthday. He's borrowing money. That money went to her hair and teeth. So he has to use his next check to pay for the next flight. And she's not even certain that she's coming because now he's in Mexico and she hasn't bought her flight yet. And he's like, what the heck? And she's like, non-existent. I mean, I hadn't finished the episode yet, but like, or the season yet, but I'm already thinking like, wow, this poor guy. Because like, he hasn't even like that his whole check is going towards the flight. It's like $1,300 or something like that. And so he's not paying rent. He's not paying his bills. He's eating like cup of noodle type of stuff. And like he's really just saving pennies like so he can make this work because he feels like this is how it's supposed to be right now. He's like so consumed with the idea of being with this girl that he's sacrificing literally his own livelihood in order to make this person happy. And it makes me so sad. It stresses me out. And I am just so bothered by his friends on the show because they're like literally sitting back and letting him live this fairy tale and letting him figure it out on his own. Well, I mean, like that's fine in some cases, but like with this, I feel like he's sacrificing like his own livelihood. Like he could lose a lot right now. And his friends are just like, yeah, well, I hope it works out. Good luck. And I'm just thinking like, no, pay attention, man. Like listen to the way she's talking to you. Like someone needs to wake him up. You know, like I just really just want to give him a hug and maybe like shake him a little bit. It's clearly she's not interested the way you are. You guys are in two different mindsets, two different places, way different book, not even close to being on the same chapter. But anyway, I am really so I'm just getting worked up by this point. I'm just like, this guy needs to wake up. Now I know this is just a TV show and I don't really even know how much truth is behind all this stuff on the show, but I mean, at this point, I'm only a few episodes in, so I don't even know if they meet up in Mexico or not. I just want to talk about how sad I am, because this show just makes me really sad, and I'm actually very disappointed in how invested I've become in this show. Damn you, TLC. This show just makes me realize there are so many hopeless romantics out there that are so willing to jump into a relationship blindly, you know? And, like, the funny thing is that most of these relationships have, like, secrets. One of them has a secret that they're hiding from the other person. Like they're like, oh, I'm coming to London to meet this person and I haven't told them about this. It could be a deal breaker. Why are you going across the freaking world to meet this person when you have this secret that could potentially end things? And you're making yourself more nervous because of that. Like, I'm really nervous to tell this person about this child that I adopted yesterday. And it's like, come on, why wouldn't you just tell this person up front before you fly across the damn world to meet this person? You're putting this on yourself, you know? Because at that point, you don't even know whether it's going to work or not. Like, if you're hiding this secret from this person, you just don't know if it's going to work. You know, you get there and you're like, cool, I can't wait to meet you. And then, oh yeah, things are great, but I also have this secret. So this could be a deal breaker. I should probably fly across the world first to meet someone new. And once we fall madly in love with each other, I'm going to tell them this secret. I don't think that's how things are supposed to work. But I do understand that I know TLC has made the show to have some drama, hence why people get addicted, the suspense. They want to know what happens next, keeps you interested, all that I know. But it also made me think that maybe these situations are real. You know, like maybe these things are actually happening in the world. And it's not so unrealistic like a TV show can be made to see, or like a movie can be made to be, you know. But I really believe that if you just set the expectation with each other to start and just be honest and open from the start, you can eliminate so much stress, like worry, anxiety, and like nervousness, right? You don't have to go into it to start that way if you're just setting the expectation and going into it confidently. I don't know. It just blows my mind the lengths that people go when it comes to like taking a chance on love. It just blows my mind how willing they are to give themselves to someone that they've never even met before. It's just so different, you know, when you're texting someone every day and you are, you know, FaceTiming them every day. While you can build a really good connection that way, but getting to know them in person is totally different. Because like there's mannerisms involved, there's actions involved, and it's just so different. You know, it's like you're not actually in like face-to-face contact with this person in front of you. Like you're not hanging out together, and I think people forget that part because they get so blinded by the idea of love that they just live in this fantasy fairy tale that they want so bad, and they're willing to sacrifice everything in order to get it. But you have to have that conversation to see where you guys are at, because communication is key, right? Like communication is everything, and having the confidence to have these difficult conversations is so important. So my message to you guys who are looking for a Ukrainian girlfriend or a British husband is set the expectations first before anything else. Set the expectations first. Be open, be honest, be upfront. So really what I'm trying to get at is be comfortable with yourself and be confident that you can be open and honest with your partner, right? Because if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, but at least you have the conversation before you got further along and spent, all this time and even money on traveling. You set the expectation, you were upfront, you were open, you were honest, and it didn't work out. Okay, no problem. But if it did, great, right? And I'm not here to judge or to tell you what to do, duh. But what I am here to do is tell you that honesty and communication is the best way to make any relationship work. And if you don't have that, then maybe it's time you guys have a conversation about needing to work on that. Trust me, it is worth it just to be able to set the expectation with each other and know you guys are on the same page and you guys can still be open and honest and communicative with each other. It brings a whole new relationship dynamic to the table, and you'll be glad that you guys have that conversation. I guarantee it. And yes, to my friends who may watch this, I am very much mad at you, and I'm very much questioning our friendship at this point. So don't text me for a month while I get over this whole emotional roller coaster that this 90-day fiance show has brought upon me. Actually, better yet, give me 90 days to stop being mad at you. Saying the expectation. I'm just kidding. But I am very curious to know about your guys' thoughts on the show. Are you guys also going crazy with emotions on this show? Does it also make you upset, or am I the only crazy person in the room? I'm the only one in the room, but I feel crazy because this show really gets to me. It makes me really sad, and I just want to hug everybody on the damn show. But let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you guys for staying tuned and for watching and listening to my random thoughts on this show. I love you guys very much, and I'll see you guys next Monday. Please consider subscribing on your way out, and I'll talk to you guys very soon. Thanks. Bye.